Hello and welcome to Just a Little Romance. In this video, we're counting down the 10 best romance movies about widows and widowers. Let's get into it. Number 10, Love Happens. Aaron Eckhart plays Bert, a successful therapist and grief expert who's ironically unable to face his own loss. Jennifer Aniston is Eloise, a florist who's done with men and broken promises. They meet in Seattle during one of Bert's self-help seminars. Their initial interactions are a mess. It goes from charming to shocking to hilarious to awkward, but eventually we see their connection grow, and it's honest and creates healing as Bert confronts the truth about his past. It's not just a romance, it's about letting go, moving on, and finding hope in someone new. Number 9, Our Souls at Night. Jane Fonda and Robert Redford star as Addie and Lewis, neighbours who are both widowed and both lonely. One night, Addie makes a bold move. She asks Lewis to sleep beside her, not for anything physical, but for the company. They've lived in the same small town for years, but barely know each other, so at first it's awkward. But slowly, as the nights go by, a bond forms. Their late night talks, the gentle silences, their companionship, it all starts to feel like love. Things deepen when Addie's young grandson comes to stay. Suddenly, they're like a little family, and we see them light up, laughing, parenting, even holding hands in public. It's not flashy, but it's beautiful. This is a story about second chances, the idea that it's never too late to love again. It's slow, yes, but moving. A quiet gem about love in life's final act. Number 8, The Princess Diaries. This tale of a widow finding love again may not be the main storyline, but when it shows up, it steals the scene. Julie Andrews plays Queen Clarice, a widow mentoring her granddaughter, Princess Mia, to one day assume her throne. But she couldn't do it without the help of her trusted and loyal head of security, Joseph, played by Hector Elizondo. Joe's her protector, her confidant, and one of the few people who can challenge her. The chemistry is subtle, but electric when they dance. Dance is their love language. In The Princess Diaries 2, he proposes. At first, she declines, as her duty to Genovia always comes first. But in the end, love wins. And finally, we get the wedding we've all been waiting for. Number 7, Yours, Mine, and Ours. In this remake, high school sweethearts Frank and Helen, played by Dennis Quaid and Rene Russo, reconnect after 30 years when Frank moves back to his hometown. It's like no time has passed, and it's not long before these two widowed lovebirds get married. There's just one tiny catch. Frank has 8 kids, Helen has 10. Now they're trying to blend 18 children under one roof. Madness. The kids hate it, so much so that they team up to break their parents apart. What's worse is that Frank and Helen are polar opposites. Frank is a Coast Guard admiral who runs his house like a military base, while Helen is a handbag designer who prefers the free-spirited approach. Different parenting styles, different personalities, lots of headbutting. But slowly, through all the pranks, fights, and heart-to-hearts, the kids learn to work together. And Frank and Helen, well, they realize that love doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be real. Number 6, Blended. Beloved duo Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore reunite for a third time in this rom-com. Jim is a widower with 3 daughters, Lauren a divorcee with 2 sons. Their blind date is a nightmare, yet somehow they end up on a family trip to South Africa. As they navigate life as single parents, they both learn that they don't have to do it all alone. There's a lovely give and take. His daughters need a mother figure, her boys need a positive male role model. 2 families blended into one. With the familiar Sandler and Barrymore chemistry and charm that we know and love, this romance movie is one that the whole family can enjoy. Number 5, Rebecca. Maxim de Winter, played by Armie Hammer, is a wealthy widower still haunted by the death of his late wife Rebecca. Lily James plays the shy, sweet companion who quickly falls for him. And just like that, they marry and move to his grand state, Mandalay. But something's off. The memory of Rebecca lingers in every corner. The new Mrs. De Winter feels like she's living in another woman's shadow. As the story unravels, we question everything. What starts as a whirlwind love story soon becomes a chilling unraveling of secrets. Rebecca is a thriller romance done right. Number 4. The Holiday. Cameron Diaz and Jude Law bring the romance in this beloved Christmas classic. Law plays Graham, a charming book editor, doting single father, and yes, a widower. He and Diaz's character Amanda meet by chance when she swaps homes for the Christmas holiday. What starts as a fling turns into something real and complicated. Graham's not just a handsome stranger, he's raising 2 daughters alone after losing his wife. Amanda's a high-powered LA exec with a fear of commitment and who hasn't cried since she was a teenager. They're worlds apart, but together it just works. Despite the challenges they'll face, long distance being the main one, they decide to take a chance on love. It's a funny, heartwarming story to re-watch every Christmas. Number 3. The Sound of Music. Christopher Plummer plays Captain Von Trapp, a widower raising 7 children like he's still in the Navy, strict, silent, and emotionally shut down. Enter Maria, a free-spirited nun turned governess, played by Julie Andrews, who turns the household upside down in the best way. She reconnects the children with joy, silliness, and music, and cracks open the captain's heart in the process. At first they clash, he's all discipline, and she's all heart. But you know those opposites? Yeah, they be attracting. Maria reminds him of the man he used to be before the grief, before the war. And he helps her discover who she is, and a love she never expected. It's not just 2 people falling in love, but a whole family healing together. Pure magic. Number 2. The American President. Michael Douglas plays President Andrew Shepard, a widower, single dad, and leader of the free world, trying to get re-elected. Then he meets Sidney Wade, a sharp, fearless environmental lobbyist played by Annette Bening, and sparks fly. But how does the president date, especially when every move is public, political, and under scrutiny? Andrew wants to be just a man in love, but his team keeps reminding him he's also the president, with voters and opponents watching. Sydney's equally torn. She's falling for the man, but can't ignore the power he holds. Their relationship is funny, bold, and refreshingly mature. It's got press scandals, state dinners, and heartfelt monologues. It's political, personal, and deeply romantic. A true modern fairy tale set in the West Wing. Number 1. Safe Haven. Katie, played by Julian Huff, arrives in a quiet North Carolina town, running from a dangerous past and desperate for peace. She meets Alex, played by Josh Duhamel, a widower raising 2 kids after losing his wife to cancer. Katie's guarded, tense, and not looking for love. But Alex, he's kind, patient, and with the help of his adorable daughter Lexi, begins to break through her walls. Have to mention their first kiss. Like, damn, that was spicy. Together, they build an exciting but tender relationship. She brings light back into his life, and he makes her feel truly safe for the first time in a long time. Of course, just when everything seems calm, the past comes back to haunt them. It's a story full of hope that love can find you when you least expect it. And there we have it, the 10 best romance movies about widows and widowers. Do you agree with this list? Let us know in the comments below. And if you made it to the end, you might as well like and subscribe. Bye!